Hello, this is the fourth in a series of videos documenting the restoration of my family's PE Model 99B back to some of its original glory. In my last video, I did a review of my first impressions of the amplifier assembly. From this, I create a list of components that will have to be replaced. I then had to source these components and of course wait the few weeks for them to show up. Well, I've acquired all the components, at least for the amplifier's assembly, so now I can finally get down to the recapping. To be honest, I was having second thoughts about making a video of me just recapping an old amp. But there seems to be a audience out there who enjoy watching a good recapping. This is what they call slow TV. People have the 4 or 5 hours of time to watch someone simply doing a repair job. The audience for good recapping is out there. YouTubers like Glasslinger and Shago66 do many types of videos like this and have many thousands of subscribers and many millions of views. For today, I'm just going to do a fast forward review, slowing occasionally when there's something interesting to look at. One of the other things I also do when I'm doing these kind of restorations is keep a record of what damage I do as I'm doing it. Always document your stuff. So. One of the fun things I like are these little guys here. Multi-use labels. Could never have enough of these. For marking wires. Now this one came in from the top. And this one came in from the bottom. There we go. And I think we freed it. Yay! Freedom! Freedom! And let's just lift this out now. And yank it on the wires. That is nice at time silicone wire. So that gets the guts out. Oh boy. So let's see what we got here. So that gives us fairly good access. Like I said before, these are electrolytics, 4UF. They're very high quality. These are paper, more than likely, and have to be replaced. These are polystyrene. Very early polystyrene. They probably don't have to be replaced. But it's those paper ones that concern me. And a lot of wiring, as you can see. We have one board underneath. How the hell did they put this together? Wiring all around the back. The polystyrene. grounded off the tube base. Holders for the tube sockets. It's going to be fun putting this thing together, or at least checking the thing. Okay, October the 7th today. Now, because this particular thing is so closely put together, if I start taking all these little things apart, I will never, ever remember how they go back together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take it apart on one side at a time, starting with this side. Then I'll always have this side to play with and see how to put it back together. Let's tip the side for a moment. Bring out the old cap tester. Let's see. That should be 4, but you know I have extras of these anyway, so add that to the old positive. This one to the negative. Electrolytic. How many volts is that? 50 volts. Okay. Test. This could take a while. While that's going on, I gotta figure out where. Yeah, we passed. So actually, that one's a good one. But you know, I get nice sprags anyway. Drain that. Let's see how it does on leakage. Actually passed after all these years. Gulp. Yeah. Forget about these ones. They're dead. That's got it. A little manky, but usable. Oop, too close. Zoom out a bit. Okay. Clips. Snip. 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 Back. So this one is not marked. So I'll get my sniff out and see which side is the foil side. Well, not that side, and not that side. Let's give it a little more power here. There we go. So, the least number of LEDs indicate the foil side. More LEDs. Less LEDs. Less LEDs. More LEDs. Turn that up. Less. More. Less. And more. Okay. Now, so it's on this side. Okay, shall I start on the other side now? gap. Going to keep that one because it's on a bypass cap and it's not leaking according to my little system. And that one's like that. I've twisted that like that. That's going to go in here. Like so. And it's luckily, before I took a picture of it with the handy dandy camera, and I know that it goes from here to here to here, which is the sort of opposite of what this one's doing. Not actually the opposite, but it's just different. Mirrored image. That's the key. There we go. Fully recapped. I think I got everything in the right spot. At least I hope I got everything in the right. It's still very dirty in terms of solder. So I'm going to have to give it a good cleaning. I'm going to give these things a clean. Don't see any entrance points for those to clean though. Tighten up those. Probably get into that one. But I think that's all done. Compared it to my original picture and it all looks correct. I don't think I got any cross wires. I checked all these ones through here. They all look correct. That looks okay. That looks okay. Nothing loose. A monkey job in there and a monkey job over there, but that's fine. No exposed wires anywhere. So far so good. That one's connected, that one's connected, that's bridged. Got those going the same direction. Clean that one over here a little bit. It's going the same way. Those two are going the right way. Those two in there good, that's in there good, that's in there good. And I think that is now just a cleaning time. There's no need to videotape me squirting and spraying. Oh, so now starting on the main chassis. Well, that's about it for the amp assembly, as I forgot to turn the camera on when putting the assembly back in the chassis. You didn't miss much, as I had no issues with putting it back in. It was just me putting screws in, and even at high speed that is rather boring. So here you see the amp assembly all back in place. Comparing that with the original view of it, there is quite a change. Now with this side-by-side view, you get a much better idea of the end result. All in all, most of the new components fit in quite nicely, even the electrolytics that I was worried about. I did have to relocate these two caps from a vertical alignment to this horizontal alignment. Fortunately, the caps had plenty of lead length to accommodate this change. The only other little accommodation I had to make was the twin 50 Eurofarad cap. I had to open up the clamp and add in a little extra strapping for the 250 caps that replace the single twin can. So in the end, I'm quite pleased with the final result. Stay tuned for the next video, where I see if I actually fixed it or just buggered it completely up.
Riley. Like transistors? Transistors? You sure you don't like transistors? You like valves? Valves? Or transistors? Transistors.